Again, really?
Oh.
Gosh, let me just...
That's what Alan recognized me.
All right, welcome to Counter Slam, where we discuss anything and everything War Machine Hordes in the Iron Kingdoms. Austin, scoot on in, man. You're like
off.
Out
There
of the
we go.
Okay,
Right
so
scoot your chair over.
yeah, we've got like
chair. Gotcha.
see, yeah, it's all about prep work here, and
This is a high quality, professional grade podcast.
Of course.
Where else are you gonna get this kind of entertainment value?
nowhere.
No.
Nowhere.
No.
Yeah. Chain attack, roof and play, use on minis. We got
even Menoth John. His painting channel on Switch TV.
And that's a super professional podcast. Painting with Menoth John. They never have technical difficulties. Just kidding, man. I love you. I really do.
So this is our special GenCon episode. Coming at you here. So GenCon just ended. This is we're recording this on the Sunday after everything's all closed down.
6:30.
And you know, of course, obviously one of the more important things that happened is we got models. Yeah. What's funny is that every single one of us who we went there and they had basically the casters for all of our factions. So for in Horde side of things and Cephalix. So so we all actually picked up. Casters and stuff to play with, so I'm really excited. Actually, well, the Absolunia review is actually already online. I did that yesterday or 2 days ago.
You're crazy.
I painted it and did the review within 24 hours of very least.
Like a game and a half with her.
No, I've played 7 or 8 games with her now. So
I played about 14 games in a row with her.
I only played with the Epic Absolunia except for the last game, which Jose and I did a team game, and I played the third Lilith,
which I still don't understand why you took her.
Yeah, so I just wanted to play something other than Epic Abby because I felt like I should have. I felt bad for the other casters, honestly.
Yeah, you felt like she was just too broken. Like the game wasn't fun anymore. You just had to like tone it down a little bit, like raise the difficulty level again.
I brought her. I brought her all 3 days with the intention to play her, and I'm like,
Shredder with wings.
I figured team game might be kind of fun, So
I found a bad matchup for Xerxes, a really bad matchup.
Which one was that?
Epic Veil tier list with 3 speed 9 archangels.
3?
Right.
Wait, the Angeliuses, you mean?
Or Angeliuses.
Yeah. The armor cursing.
So, Mr. Illustrious Leader, since you haven't told us what you actually want to talk about, what are we supposed to be talking about here?
GenCon, hello, we were all there.
Well,
We were?
Clarity.
I think so.
Some of us more than others.
Yeah, well, I know Jeremy was over there running the
PG
privateer
stuff.
PG stuff.
So many ships. Actually, it was a lot of fun. I think actually one of the more fun things I did this weekend was like demoing the game. It's fun. I actually think I dragged a few people away from like Warhammer. Because I really had a few people come over and like they would tell me about things, like their experience at the other place, and I would be like, yeah, but here we've got these things.
And the fact that we have so many tables and so many people playing compared to on that side of the room where there's 2 tables.
Yeah.
It was actually a guy who was like, oh wait, you don't roll buckets of dice here?
No, I think we roll like 2 dice.
Yeah. Somebody's phone.
So, what was I saying about us being a professional podcast?
I don't think you were saying anything about that.
Professional.
I don't think anybody said anything ever about that.
See the phone over here.
But yeah, no. So with with GenCon, we got the casters. I know we're gonna do model reviews for all the casters since we get them put together and painted. I know Jose's it's gonna be like 3 months before we get that one, but I know you've got yours put together. Jason's got his put together, and Jason will probably have his painted. So Bearca will be the next one, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We'll see about Cephalix.
Yeah, a candy-coated Cephalix. That should be interesting.
Joyce doesn't she hasn't even assembled all the models she already owns
for Cephalix, but
or
actually, the brightly colored Cryx caught a few eyes
in
GenCon. They were like, "Wow, wait, is that Cryx? Oh, that is Cryx." And then I was playing a 3 versus 3 game, and then they came over, and then he looked, and then he started laughing, and he ran over to his buddy. He goes, "It is Cephalix. It is Cryx." And she painted Cryx like that.
They're like, "What's this My Little Pony stuff?" Well,
you know, it's so much easier to bear when Cryx is crushing you with their cheapness when they're also brightly colored.
Hey.
It does have a weird feel to it. I'll give you that.
It's like, how am I losing?
It's candy-coated Statistics Raiders. They look like little sweethearts. I don't know if I can just do a little remove from
It reminds me of like for those like kind of.
Oh, don't get the next idea, but the next con exclusive.
For those who were alive in the '80s, it kind of reminds me a little bit like Rainbow Bright. Yeah, that's what I think of. Rainbow Bright Cryx. So, no, that's cool though with the Cephalix. I really want to see how those guys play, and me being able to get into Convergence soon. I think it'd be a really cool matchup to see those two go against each other. So, because they're kind of like mortal enemies, so to speak, I guess.
Yeah.
So. They're like Abomination. They're like, wait, you guys are like Cryx. You guys are kind of necromancy with all that soul stuff, and they're like, shut up.
Shut up, we're not like you.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So did you guys get a chance to play with any of your guys' new stuff yet?
I got to play about 14 games with Helga.
Okay, tell us about it.
Well, what I learned is that without actually using her gang fighter, with her warrior models and a war beast, Helga can't really assassinate anybody with her PAL 12 spear. Even with I tried it even using the free strike from Cyclone. I've got her up into the face of almost every caster I've played, but she's been unable to.
So she's not an assassination caster.
I wouldn't have guessed that she would be. She didn't look like she had the stats to do that. I mean, she's only like max 6.
She's good at getting where she wants to go.
So with Gang Fighter, wouldn't she have B14?
She'd be
14's pretty good.
She'd have a PAL 14 spear.
Yeah, because I mean, Abby's a 14, so I mean, it might be doable.
It's doable.
But that's keep in mind you actually have to get something in base to base. Before you actually.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. I still wouldn't necessarily have classified her as like an assassination guest.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Maybe
I just know she's good at
getting off a couple more, and you do it on her feet turn. No, wait a minute, I'm thinking of Jogger.
So how's her army? How's her army support? Is that as amazing for pigs as everyone assumes it would be?
If you like infantry, Slaughterhouser's Brigands, she makes them with Defender's Ward and Distraction. Good luck hitting any one of her models.
So how hard was it to get Distraction off on things?
Without the Bone Grinders giving her +2 spell range on all of her spells, I rarely ever got Distraction off. That 2 inches...
That's probably going to be pretty necessary. I mean, it's a range 10 spell, right?
It's range 8.
Range 8, yeah, definitely.
And 10 with,
you need that 2 inches.
Pork node, hello, Project Press.
No pork node. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say it because I know it's going to be talked about. This caster is the nail in the coffin on the pork node. There will never, ever be a pork node now. Trust me.
So the one thing I found out with her feat, when she slams stuff, you can choose to slam on an attack, so your Warhog can go through all of his attacks, and then on his last Fury, say you're slamming, and then slam it back and kill whatever you hit, and then throw it back.
So yeah, what was your win-loss ratio with her?
Win-loss, I went played 14 games. I won.
You actually played 14 games?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that was kind of like a random number thing out there.
No, I actually played 14 games with Helga.
I probably got it like 8, maybe 7 or 8 games.
I played games crazy trying to figure out.
Of course, I did get there pretty late a couple days. So.
Won 8, lost 6. Okay. Mostly the games I've lost with her is because I've tried to assassinate with her and failed to, and then someone just turns around and just punts her.
I don't know. That seems a little familiar, doesn't it? I mean, it's kind of like Jason. It's like the only time he ever loses with what's her face, the angel.
Oh yeah, Aurora.
Yeah, the only time he ever loses with Aurora is when he tries to assassinate you. If he doesn't, if he just resists the temptation.
Yeah, we played against him with Rias against Aurora on last Tuesday, and he failed on assassination. I was able to get her. So.
But yeah, minus Gang Fighter, Helga has no War Beast support. Minus Gang Fighter.
What more does she need?
She has to have at least something to give her War Beast. The Warhogs by themselves.
It'll be interesting to see if she does anything for your battle engine.
+2 attack and damage doesn't seem like enough.
Well, that's assuming all the pieces of the puzzle are there.
Yeah.
You have you're taking
slaughterhouse.
What speed is slaughterhouse? Just
slaughterhouse speed 5.
And what speed are brigands?
5.
5. Okay, so
they're basically identical on all stat lines besides +1 armor on the slaughterhousers.
So with a slaughterhouser, you've got like a 12-inch ability to deliver gang fighter.
Yeah.
Like you just have the unit run charge, have most of them charge something, and have one of them just run.
And the thing is, the Warhog's only speed 4, so he's not gonna keep up with the slaughterhouse.
Well, I'm just saying, like gang fighter.
Yeah, agreed.
Gang fighter's pretty good, and given that you have like a 12-inch threat range on one of the little pigs.
Oh yeah,
probably
not
little
that hard to deliver.
Yeah.
I've been running 3 Razor Boys. I think Razor Boys are a must with her.
Also good. What speed are they?
They're speed 6.
Yeah, see, that's pretty good.
You know, yeah, we'll have to do a model review. Maybe we'll do a model review after this episode. Yeah. We'll shoot so that way we'll get it for you guys, so you guys can hear more about Helga. Because I think she's gonna be, I think she's pretty good. She's definitely what I think pigs needed. It sounds like she's a lot of fun to play. Now, Jose, you had the new Xerxes. Have you?
I only got about 4 games in with him, and 2 of them were against Legion.
Oh yeah, one was against me. So
yeah, these 2 guys go to GenCon and then play each other.
Yeah.
That
was the first game. That was just the first game.
Well, you know,
that was the only game we played on Thursday because there was just so much else going on, and I just kind of wanted to get a feel for him. But now I'm looking at some more like gun line lists and some other ideas that I want to run with him. So I'm really excited.
So how do you feel about that feat? I know at first, like a lot of people didn't notice the fact that his feat makes everything his control area.
Yeah, that's
the board becomes his control area?
Well, it says all models are in Xerxes' control
area. All friendly faction models are in his control area.
No, it just says all models are in Xerxes' control area. Period. Yeah. Next sentence. All friendly
faction
faction models gain signs importance effect.
Yeah, the and I know we it's so funny. As soon as we got our models, we kind of put them together and we played Abby versus the Xerxes, and it was interesting to see. I honestly think the new Abby is probably my second favorite Legion caster now.
After Rise.
Yeah, and the first absolutely was probably my second favorite caster in regards anyway. But I kind of like her better. Just she's kind of different. Her spell lists are different. Her play style is a little different. She's a little more, I'd say, a little more aggressive in this version. She kind of has to be with conferred rage to be able to give your beast +2 speed. But models that I kind of didn't really talk too much about in the review, but models that are kind of a must to take with her: Harrier for the auto hit, the Scythian for to stop tough, so she can basically go in there, auto hit, and then kill it with it doesn't get a tough check at an infantry model, then teleport away, and now your beasts have preferred rage.
I don't think you can have both effects on at the same time.
Well, the one hit, because you can't hit and then damage, right?
Yeah, so you can't hit and
you can't auto hit.
In any case, both of them are really good.
Yeah, she's still mat 7, so.
Well, I mean, like, go in there, hit like a really high defense infantry thing that doesn't have tough. True strike. If you're gonna go in there and kill some like troll thing.
Yeah, then obviously. Also, putting a rake with her, being able to give her so she can't take free strikes is good.
Yeah, parry's good.
The new Nerf, which I'm going to do a model review on too here. So it's Animus where it can suck things within 2 inches closer. So being able to do that is pretty neat. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I liked her a lot. She was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what other players start doing with her. See if people think she's tournament worthy. So
I think they probably will.
Yeah.
So Jose, what kind of experience did you have with Xerxes?
He is a huge base model, and I got to be careful of that. And that definitely comes into play whenever you're dealing with him. But I also didn't also have the opportunity to run my Mammoth with him this weekend because he was busy winning bronze.
Yeah, he won a painting contest. He got 3rd place.
I didn't see the other. I thought you were gonna get above bronze. Honestly, when I saw the Mammoth, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful.
That Archangel was pretty fantastic. I actually thought I was gonna lose that Galleon, to be honest with you, because I thought that Galleon was extremely.
Oh yeah, and
that one didn't even place. So
nobody is bitter about losing the painting contest and not placing at all. Nobody.
Alright, moving on.
But yeah, like now what I'm looking at instead is just like running like a Mammoth with maybe, everybody's talking about the fact that the Xerxes can automatically cast the Animus of whatever bonded beast that he has to him for free. So everybody's automatically taking the Kreia, or now people are also talking about the Cannoneer, which is he's got diminished, so -2 strength while within 2 inches of him.
Also
so also really, really good. So I'm actually looking at taking like a Cannoneer, a Mammoth, a Kreia, and a Raider, and it's like a full unit of
a Mammoth
Reavers.
could be really good on him. Free counterblast.
Yeah.
Like, you walk up to Xerxes and he punches you in the face. Like, and he can choose any weapon. So you can actually just choose that mount and knock you down. Just like, oh, I walked up to Xerxes.
No.
Bam! No.
You're probably dead too. You're probably dead in the process as well.
I like that it's got like it's a star attack, but it's got the crit or the pitch.
Yeah, so it either knocks you down or it chucks you.
Yeah.
Do you find that the Kreia is sufficient for keeping him safe from being shot?
I mean, armor 21 is still pretty difficult to deal with, and I mean, if you have it on him
and 19 hitboxes, that's a lot.
19, and that's also very legit.
I think Lilith is around that too. I think her balance is about that.
Yeah, it's definitely, my 4th game that I played with him, I played against the new Bradius. That's his name, right?
Bradius, yeah.
And I unfortunately left enough space, even though I barely moved him up. I left enough space for him to be able to get Megalith across the table.
Not that hard with that guy.
Yeah, I lost to E. The only game I lost with Abby was against E. Doomy, and you left Mulg come in and get me too.
I'm finding that the learning curve for playing a huge base is a little bit harder, but with that feat, I think it's going to help out a great deal, which is why I'm now looking at possibly doing like a ranged list with him and really running almost a Legion style list with him. So, they'll move their army up, and then I walk up, I pop my feet, and I shoot as much as the Tara's pit stuff as I possibly can off the table. Then they have none of that, and then I'll just keep trying to wear them down. But I'll have to.
You'll be a Legion player before you know it.
Except that
all you need is eyeless
unlike
sight.
Legion, once you're done with the shooting, you
I
actually still murder everything ever.
Yeah, I still have
melee.
I still have a
Eyeless
Mammoth,
sight.
a Cannoneer, and
So how's Ignite? Because as I understand it, Skorne really they struggle to kill heavy armor things, right? So they really needed a +2 damage buff for infantry. I really Annihilators are terrible, right? They never kill anything.
Bronzeback. They call it pillow back is what they should call it, Mr. Bronzeback.
The other list, which no matter what happened this year,
instead of beatback, he has pillow fight.
We had I got to crippling
-10
grasp.
strength.
Speaking of taking down Bronzeback, taking down stuff, I got to crippling grasp an Archangel this weekend and hit it with a Bronzeback on Roshette's feet turn.
It died so fast. I think it only took 2 hits to kill. I mean, it had already taken some damage, but he just ran up, just one boom, and he's did his headbutt. Headbutted it. Killed it with a headbutt.
I did it in 4 attacks. I didn't even have to spend any fury.
I'm telling you, man.
That was our 75.
There's a few things in Skorne that Skorne stuff is generally pretty good at killing, but there's a few things in there that I'm really quite terrified of now. I mean, even just on the infantry front, Immortals with Ignite and that feat seem really terrifying. Because they're already power 14, so going up to power 16, that's like being a weapon master. That's like being a really, that's like POW 11 or 12 weapon master equivalent, and they just murder you.
Legion beasts are usually POW 16 on their
Legion
claws.
beasts are POW 16. Circle beasts are POW 16. And then you can even do it with some of the other things you've got, Praetorian Swordsmen, those guys, they hit okay, but giving them a +2 strength buff and then that Signs of Portents effect, that'll let them hit a lot harder, and then they can get those 2 attacks and really cleave through some high armor infantry pretty well.
Actually, the other list I have in mind for him, because there's the 2 list ideas that I'm going with, which is the heavy ranged list and then the medium ranged list with a good late game assassination if I need it, which would be Mullet Karn and a Kreia on him, and then taking a full unit of the Shatrati and 2 min units of the Incendiari.
Wait, so actually that does sound scary. Have you run Mullet Karn with him yet?
I have, but I did not get him up into the fight yet because that was the game that I had Bradius.
Because just the whole free Fate Walker thing just seems so hilarious.
You couldn't do it with Mullet Karn because he is a character beast, and you can't bond a character beast.
Yeah,
somebody on Facebook pages, I said the same thing. I jumped on the Facebook pages, and they were like, well, what animuses would be great? And I thought I was being all clever, and I said, Fate Walker, that is all. And it's like, you can't bond a character beast. Only Tibbers.
The next response was, you're on Counterslam, aren't you?
What's Tiberian?
Tiberian's... he doesn't gain anything as far as a bond with him. He just has the ability to be...
I mean, what's Tiberian's animus?
Tiberian bump.
Bump. Okay. Still seems good on a huge base caster.
Yeah, I wish I had that with Lilith. That would be pretty sick.
Free bump. That seems good.
Yeah.
See,
what, is it on everything that attacks you, or just the first thing?
I think it's everything.
I think it's everything.
Yeah. So that could be really funny. Like somebody charges you with a heavy, they're like, "Aha! I've got you now." Bump.
No, you don't.
Yeah, the only way you can do that is if you manage to somehow have a model behind it, and you can, get it in between, and then you just.
I've done that
knock
before.
Back.
I jammed I think I jammed like a goat into a spot where a warp wolf could charge like Tibbers and then not get bumped away.
So
I still don't think I killed him.
So Joyce, I know you. How many games did you get to play at GenCon this year?
2.
2?
A whopping 2.
So I saw you play in a 3-on-3 game.
Yes, it was a 3 versus 3. It was
took up a table
me.
and a half.
Yeah, it was a table and a half, and it was me versus a Signar, and then Kador versus Retribution, and then a Menoth versus Circle. But of course, it's not like you're versus each other straight across. But that was the lineup. How we were kind of setting the table.
Did you say Scabrous?
Yes, it was Scabrous all the way.
You're really loving Scabrous. Is he like your new favorite caster or something?
He is definitely one of like the top casters up there for me. He's just so much fun. He's really versatile. He can do a lot of crazy things.
What can he not
remember?
do?
He cannot assassinate casters.
He's not Terminus.
And I've known this, and I've known that I can't do that with him, and still I get tempted and I try it, and then I fail. But this time I think I finally learned my lesson. He can't do that.
Finally learned. Finally learned.
Hopefully.
He says that.
What about your second game then? How'd that go?
Actually, that was the second game.
Oh,
the first
okay.
game was just against a Menoth, and that was the first time I had ever played against the Avatar.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't get to play a lot.
Oh yeah, because those doesn't take the Avatar that much
much
anymore.
So it was him, and it was a 35-point game because that was all he had painted. And it's Luke, friend Luke, if he's out there watching.
Hi Luke.
Hi Luke.
Hi Luke.
But he brought like a 35-point game. I said, yeah, that's cool. And then I was like, what's this? And this, and that's the Avatar. I'm like, this is gonna be hard.
Yeah. So what did you learn about the Avatar?
That I cannot target spells on him.
Yeah, Poltergeist or not Poltergeist.
That seems like it might be a problem for Scabbers.
No, the telekinesis. Yeah.
It seems like a problem.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to telekinesis him, turn him around, take a Ripjaw, and vice lock it.
And why do you really want to turn him around?
Because you don't want an Avatar chick come running down your freaking throat.
Yeah, he has the bedroom eyes.
The bedroom eyes.
That's what we call. Okay, Menoth's kids.
I can tell you as a Menoth player how it works whenever you're facing against the Avatar. The Avatar is going to roll for 4 dice the first turn every single time. But any time you need to get him to do something, he's going to roll for 2 dice or two focus every time.
And if you're playing against me, he'll still roll massive damage rolls and kill me with that 2 focus of his, like a jerk.
I also had a run-in with the Avatar as well. I don't like gays.
Yeah, we were talking. We were playing. Who was it? I was playing a team game with. I was playing with. Mike Welling. That's right.
No, it was Tim.
No, I played with Mike Welling in another team game, and the guy he was talking about Menoth, and he did the choir. They sang something, and some guy goes, "How's that go?" And I said, "It sounds like a Beyonce song." He started laughing. It's like,
single ladies.
But think about this. Think about this, okay? I saw
you can just see them shimmering.
Yeah, they're all grooving. They're all beating. It's like a strobe light in the background.
Dancing baby Groot.
Well,
wait, green screen? Is there like a green screen behind?
No, but what I was thinking of was if they ever make a War Machine movie and Menoth is in it and they do the choir, like they do the singing thing, or like the Trolls with the Fell Collar, those are going to be songs on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
How weird is that going to be? Then people are going to have it on their ringtones, and every time they go, "I'm doing a fell call," they're going to boop, and they're like,
nice.
Or it's going to be like, "I'm just singing with the choir." Whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Passive.
Yeah.
That's what Menoth does. They sing that song. That's your anthem, I'm pretty sure. In the morning when they rouse the troops, that's the song they play.
I think the Menoth song is going to be titled like "No Means No" or something stupid like that.
The book. We got to think of something for the book too.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, yeah. So anyway, that's
What? Skip over me.
You didn't get to play any games, so.
But I still saw some cool stuff.
What did you see?
Because I judged the spell draft, which you dropped out of.
Yeah. I didn't drop out of.
Well, you didn't drop out of it, but you said you were going to go, and then you didn't.
Yeah.
But
because of the fact that I wanted Xerxes too.
Right.
Yeah.
So I judged the spell draft. It was actually like, okay, aside from the fact that it was 5 rounds, it was a lot of fun. I think the most obnoxious things I saw, first and foremost, was I saw somebody who drafted Mosh Pit on the Harbinger. And for the people who don't know, Mosh Pit is a spell that Borka 1 has, which says that when he casts it, it's a control area spell. For him, only 10 inches. Where any of his warrior models that attacks an enemy model knocks it down. This seems really bad on a caster with a 20-inch control area in a scenario with no kill zone.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, gosh.
It was like, those were like some of the most ridiculous games I saw. Then I saw a player who had, I don't even remember which Cryx caster they had. I don't think it even mattered. They had drafted Quagmire and Quicken for their caster, and they were running Satix's Raiders with the captain. So Quicken, of course, grants 2 speed. So the first turn, he would put that on them, and then give them Desperate Pace, and they'd run 20 inches, and have 18 defense.
Wow, and
range attacks and be immune to blast damage.
And they're advanced deploy anyway.
And they're advanced deploy, like, all the way across.
Oh my gosh!
Then the next turn,
you're in their deployment zone.
Then the next turn, he'd move up his arc nodes, and then he'd put Quagmire on them, and then they'd run into the enemy. And Quagmire says any of the models in the unit that are base to base with an enemy prevent that enemy from being able to move.
God.
And -2 defense.
That is so awful.
and -2 defense.
I know, right? It is a terrible, terrible combination.
Carver has it.
The amount of spells that they gave out in the spell draft were just like, it was like 6 or 7 spells.
Well, everybody gets to draft 8 spells.
Oh, okay.
And then the animi are mixed in there, and so if you're a warlock and you draft animi, you can assign them to all of a beast of that type, or you can just keep them as a spell.
Oh, that's cool.
Same for a warcaster. You can keep those as spells. So there were some people who had animi just as spells. Dan Grego, he took Epic Xerxes, and the very first spell he drafted was Immolation. Turns out there's a really, really good reason why that guy does not have a 2-cost direct damage nuke in the actual game. He assassinated a couple people right away because he just ran his little, his bonded beast that he could arc through just right up there, and then just cast the spell 3 times, popped his feet, took back up a whole bunch of fury from things nearby, cast the spell 3 more times.
It would have been great if I had had that last night. I kept having to cast Hellfire, and it wasn't. I just kept.
Yes.
Not quite as good.
Nope.
And then I saw there was a person who was playing Kalissa with Imperatus, and he drafted Starcrossed for her. Imperatus didn't die. Ever. Because when your dice are always awful against that guy, you cannot kill him.
No, the guy who won the spell draft, that was a guy, actually Brad that played against me. It's his brother, Corey, who's ended up winning.
Corey O'Keefe, he won.
Congrats, Corey!
Yeah, woohoo! And he was playing Menoth and the Harbinger as well.
He got Defender's Ward, didn't he?
I think he did, and he had some other control area spell for... Basically, anybody who had the Harbinger always looked out for a control area spell and got it, and it was kind of silly. Luckily, none of the Harbinger players got, Star-Crossed or Signs of Importance, because that would have been terrible. But the funny thing was, he actually played Dan in the first game, and Dan almost won, except Dan went to send Molokarn in to get the kill, and Molokarn had taken damage and lost, his mind. And he went in to get the kill, and then he started rolling, dice, and then he's I think it was his mind. It was either his mind or his spirit. And he started rolling dice, and the card's like, wait, did you heal him? And he's like, nope, alright, good game.
Yeah, that's got me more than a few times.
He just kind of immediately lost after that.
Wow.
But no, it was a fun tournament, and despite the fact that it went 5 rounds, it was still quite a lot of fun. I did talk to the Privateer Press guys, though. They're like, that may have been a little too long for that tournament. Maybe next time we'll try to split up the players.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, because I mean,
fun.
Who's the boss? You know, it could. I mean, Who's the boss fiction went pretty quick. It took a little while to get the casters all doled out to everybody, but. All right, well, cool.
And I haven't had a chance to play with my new caster yet, but I've got Bradigus. He's all put together, and I've got some list concepts. I've been working with a guy that we all met, Alan.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Alan.
Fan of the show. Hey, Alan, how's it going?
See, if you can meet us at the cons, we'll say. I mean, we play against
shout outs.
That guy.
A couple Matts, a couple. Yeah, I mean, it's like everybody had the same name. I kept playing us, but yeah. So.
Alan's crazy though. I love you, Alan, but you're crazy because I come up with this ridiculous circle dojo, and then he thinks it actually makes sense, and he plays it, and I don't even understand why.
Nobody else in the circle forums do that.
Somebody asked me last night. They're like, "I'm just now getting into circle. Do you know if our guy are any good?" He's like, "I want to." He's like, "I want to build a list with just all these different our guy in it." And I was like,
"Yes."
If you ask Jeremy, I was like, he'll tell you how amazing they are.
They're actually really good.
So. That's something else I learned this weekend. Basilisk Drakes are really good.
Yeah, they are.
I learned that Carnivians are fantastic. Oh, wait.
Yeah, well, they're probably really good when they get what? Plus 2
strength,
math, speed, strength, flight,
and reach.
Reach, charge for free. Tends to make any war beast pretty good, right?
That feat's not broken.
That feat's not stupid at all. Oh, and just in case, you can also throw an extra 2 armor on it, just in case it happens to not kill the thing that it went after.
I still think a Typhon with Eavy's feet. I want to see that.
Yeah, I got to play it yesterday.
A flying Typhon.
There's so many things that are good with her feet.
Yeah, I got to use it. Isn't that what I killed your mammoth with last night when I played? Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to talk about that game. I screwed up.
Okay, well, his mammoth taking a lot of damage.
Before the middle of turn 1, I looked down and I'm like, I didn't put any beast handlers in this. I took that extra morph because I had my perfect fury management, and we were playing the 25 versus 50
points. Yeah,
and it was you and Tim versus me.
Yeah, we actually did a 225.
So they had an extra 5 points, and at the last minute they were like, "Why don't you take that extra 5 points?" I'm like, "Great," because I had built my list around just a Kreia and the mammoth, which is exactly the 7 count of fury that I needed for my management. So I was like, "Okay, cool. I get access to snipe." So I put my raider down on the table. So I'm going around my turn. I put snipe onto the mammoth, and then the mammoth takes his, pops off some shots, which I had some. I don't even talk about my dice rolls.
Yeah, they were pretty
I was shooting the triple head Typhon. And soaking some damage into him. And I'm maxed him out. And I'm like, okay, now the
Yeah,
Kreia can't activate because I'm gonna have to take a threshold check, and I can't afford to take a threshold check on the raider in the back and fail and have him move in, and then I can't afford to have the Kreia fail a threshold check and not being able to use him the next turn. And obviously, since I'm running 25 points and guarding this tiny little entrance, I can't do that to my mammoth. So I also didn't take beast handlers to heal with, which I also need, the die 6 healing. Yeah. So I would have taken 8 less damage than I should have that first turn. I would have been able to heal him for an additional 6, plus the 7 that I used of all of Xerxes' fury in order to
he'd have been pretty much healed all the way.
So I would have completely healed my mammoth, and I would have had at least 3 turns of my mammoth
shooting everything that we had.
I realized it halfway through that first turn, and I was like,
yeah,
I've already lost this.
Yeah, he was like, we played it out, but it was rough.
Yeah, and then on top of that, it was to hit and to damage, dice minus 2, 2, 1, 1.
Yeah.
Dice minus 2, 3, 1, 2.
This is bad.
And I'm talking boosted damage rolls.
Yeah, boosted damage rolls.
Yeah, that happened.
And I had because I had Typhon's advanced healing on, so he hit him for 1, and I healed 3, and I'm like. Because he'd already taken a little bit of damage.
Going backwards.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be hitting him. Supposed to be going
Thanks
down.
for healing my Typhon with your cannons.
Oh,
hits him.
That actually reminds me of another crazy thing I saw in the spell draft. There was a guy who was playing. He was playing trolls. I think he might have been the only troll player. And his entire list was Borker 1, Mountain King, Mountain King. That was it.
Yeah.
So it's the whole list. And he drafted Rage, which he gave to the Mountain Kings as their enemies. And he drafted and Pow, what are they, Pow 21 normally? Something Pow 24? Anyway, and then he drafted Roots of the Earth as a spell for Borka, which he gave to the mountain. Go up to like armor 23.
Gosh, that's amazing.
It's just like it was actually surprisingly effective. There was actually one game I saw him, and every game because it was a 2-zone game, so every game was exactly the same. He'd like send one Mountain King to one zone, one to the other, and then have Borka stand behind one. And then in one of these games, he did this against the Kadar player. The Kadar player sent all their infantry one way and 3 Warjacks the other way. They all charged into the Mountain King, didn't kill it. It healed up a ton and murdered all 3 Kadar Warjacks in 1 turn.
Wow.
Because
that was a thing.
Dice plus 4.
Yeah, right.
Still some
Damn.
You know, I was able to with Ep8's feat too. Like your beasts become really effective at murdering machines.
Imagine that would look something like Doomsday fighting the Justice League. Everybody but Superman, you know, where he's like taking Blue Beetle's head and he's slamming it into the door.
You know, I think, and I don't know for sure, but I think though that what's the Carnivian spiny growth, right?
Spiny
I
growth.
think that was actually an animus you could draft. I was really disappointed he didn't get that because drafting both spiny growth and roots of the earth would have been the funniest thing in the world. It's like every time you punch my Mountain King, you take D3 damage, and he's armor 25. Nah, spell draft is fun.
That was spiny growth every time you deal damage, or
every time
you hit it.
it is every time you
with
hit
a Warjack or Warbeast.
Warbeast, you take
not infantry models.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish it was infantry models.
Yes, yeah, that'd be amazing. So all right, well, we definitely want to get to this game. So for our game, we got pins too.
I didn't bring mine.
Did nobody else bring their pins?
Actually,
mine
I
are
got
in my
my
bag.
pin.
Yeah,
It's
mine
on
are
my
in the
bag.
car.
So, like, I actually got some sweet pins. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to see this, but this
Hang on,
is
probably
Chibi
not.
Kalissa, and she's so adorable.
It's still not as
Put it up to that camera.
This one here?
No, it's.
There you go.
There you go.
It's
Chibi
still not
Kalissa.
adorable as
And also my
Scar
other favorite,
or P-Veil.
the Warp Wolf.
Yeah, he's proud. So
I am proud. I really love them, and I also got a Privateer Press, like a PG exclusive one that they give out to people who work 4 or more shifts.
well, the game that we got going in today is going to be a team game, a special GenCon episode. So it's going to be our lovely couple here against our lovely. Oh wait, no, you weren't in that. It was Jason, Jose, and Jason. And so yeah.
And he's not here to defend himself, so we can
Where did you
make
get
up
that
whatever we want.
Trigun?
This one? Oh, this is old.
Oh,
Yeah. So.
I was about to say, like, what booth was that? Because I walked by all the anime booths looking for Trigun stuff, and I didn't see anything that was worth grabbing.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed. I actually ended up buying a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. I haven't bought a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt in
I actually didn't buy his T-shirt from GenCon.
13 years.
Okay. Let's get to the game. So crying out loud. All right, so let's get to this game, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Hey, Counter Slammers! This week we got a 2 versus 2 power matchup. Team 1 this week is Jose, who's bringing Resnick, the Templar, Exemplar Bastion Seneschal, the Covenant, the Choir of Menoth, Exemplar Bastions, Holy Zealots, and the Monolith Bearer. His teammate is Jason, who's bringing Captain Phineas Shea, a Galleon, Dougal McNeil, Lord Rockbottom, the Commodore Cannon, and Lady Yana and Master Holt. Team 2 this week starts with Joyce, who's bringing E. de Negra, the Death Jack, 2 Ripjaws, 2 Warwood Sirens, and a Scarlock Thrall. Her teammate this week is Jeremy, who's bringing E. Kruger, the Rotterhorn Griffin, Warpwolf Stalker, the Druids of Orboros with the Orboros Overseer, a unit of the Shifting Stones with the Stonekeeper, and 2 Blackclad Wayfarers. Scenario this week is Close Quarters. If you dominate the friendly flag, you get 1 control point. If you control the enemy flag, you get 1 control point. And if you dominate the enemy flag, you get 2 control points. The way you win is you get 5 control points or assassinate both opponents' Warcasters or Warlocks. Let's see what our players had to say before the game.
So I'm bringing Shay.
I'm bringing Resnick. I think Resnick can benefit a lot from Shay's speed buffs. Nothing better than a faster Resnick with Ancient of Destruction up.
Yes.
And I think that's just exactly the thing that Menoth could use is those extra speed buffs, especially when you're trying to get up to somebody playing, I think, Circle.
Yes.
And Cryx.
I'm gonna sit back with my galleon and my Commodore cannon and shoot stuff.
And yes, hopefully protect my bastions as I move up the field and the Zealots get into place. Hopefully their feet won't hold us back for too long and we can advance behind their lines.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so we're getting ready for our team game. It's gonna be super fun. It's gonna be the two of us against Jason and Jose.
Maybe.
And we're gonna maybe. What, are you gonna turn against me? You're just gonna stab me in the back as we get going? Just come up behind me and just like poke Kruger in the back and be like, "Hey, Kruger's in front of your army now. Have fun with that."
I could have.
All right. Anyway, we're playing Epic Denegra and Epic Kruger. And we think it'll be a lot of fun. My strategy kind of going into this is that we're gonna be well protected from any kind of shooting and spells, and we're just gonna try to hold the enemy still and just cast spells and shooting of our own and ignore any weird, things that Jason and Jose do to try and distract us.
It's distracting me.
It's distracting you. Well, they are degenerates, I mean, they're just bad people.
I don't know, I didn't really have much of a strategy. It just seemed like Denegra's feet kind of matched in with yours, and so...
That does seem like a super obnoxious feet combo, right?
You suggested P Denegra or E Denegra, and I refuse to play P, so...
Well, there you go. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Denegra and Kruger. Awesome feet combo.
So you say.
For some reason. Okay. So, all right.
Hi, folks.
So we got 4 of us here. Jeremy or Jason. Jason, unfortunately, going to be here because he's not feeling too well. So we're going to take a look at our deployments for this 2-on-2 game. I'll try to speak for Jason.
Okay. So right now, well, that was quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. So we're not going to talk about deployments
first. We can get into it in a second. But yeah. So that's what the table kind of looked like.
I think,
turn 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
It's just us two.
Looking at this. All right, there we go. So, since deployment flashed by super quick, I guess I could sort of talk about what I was aiming to do.
I definitely had to remember to keep Deathjack far away enough from things to not have abomination effects go into play.
Except just standing right next to him and sure.
I thought you said that was okay.
Yeah, that's right, because I have inspiration on Kruger. So
okay.
Anyway, the plan that we've kind of got going here is I'm going to move up with, like, druids and create a cloud wall for us to hide behind.
Right.
And,
oh, there goes my
so our deployment is pretty much based entirely around that.
Right, you can see that I've put Ghost Walk onto the Deathjack, so I could just walk him into that forest and kind of hide out there for a moment.
Defense 15, Deathjack.
The Deathjack doesn't hide.
He can hide.
He waits.
He waits.
He waits.
So what I always end up doing is if I'm taking War Witch Signs with me, it's kind of automatic. The first thing that they do is they give Power Booster and give a focus to the Bone Jacks, and then the Bone Jacks will just run. And I'm playing E Denny.
Speed 7 arc nodes are a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be taking my thing.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that was your thing.
Oh, yeah, trees are a hindrance.
Yeah, trees are lovely to look at, obnoxious to play around.
The only thing that could get better than a Speed 7 arc node would be an arc node that can burrow.
You need to stop suggesting that.
Or flight, like the scavenger. Would be awesome. Okay, the Cryx players are going to stop collaborating. Jeremy's
you people are awful human beings.
In Skorne, we have the razor worm. You guys dig in.
All right, here we go. We're walking up the.
With either one of the hexes.
And you'll touch your models.
It's not the same thing.
3 times. 1.
He's right. You touch your models. Like
I'm adjusting the position that I want them in. Leave me alone.
You're gonna touch him again? Wait a minute, you're gonna touch him one more time? No.
Okay, he'll do the clouds now.
You know what? In certain parts of the country, they call what I'm doing a pagani.
Oh God.
I'm like, can you move Deathjack? He's so fat. Why is he so fat?
He's not fat.
He is the fattest.
He just wants a hug.
He's so fast.
He just wants that hug.
Yeah.
Especially my Death Jackets. First model I put together.
So just running, I think. No, this is Kruger. He's just flying up. He's just gonna. My plan is we hide behind the clouds, and I also have a wind wall going the whole time. Over on Jason's side, he's got the galleon. So
and the Commodore cannon. Although is the Commodore cannon a magical attack? Right, magic
cannon.
I don't think it is.
Stormwall doesn't care. Doesn't care. Oh, sorry. Did I say Windwall? I meant Stormwall. Stormwall does not care if it's a magical weapon or not. It just reduces the range of all guns that are in its AoE by 5 inches. But I'm never going to be within 14 inches of the contract. That's not happening.
But that was really, really handy to have up.
It does prove extremely useful at times.
So,
not least of all because there are errants, or not errants, zealots over on the other side of the field, and they have range 5 bombs.
So same thing, you could see me run up my arc node with that power booster focus. And around here I wasn't really too sure where I wanted my arc node to go. Had a little trouble with that.
Were you looking for he that walks behind the rows?
No.
Bad reference is bad. Moving on.
It's true.
Thanks, Jose, for that. So you got your. Is that a razor wing?
No, it's no, it's not a Scarspell. It's see, I would have known that's a Rotterhorn. There we go. You asked me, and then I'll forget. No. Yeah, I took a Rotterhorn because he's here. I don't have Una yet, but he's here with Kruger, and I've got a Druid Wilder. So. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I'm just moving them all up, and the reason I brought the Rotterhorn is I kind of want to use it with the Blackclads or the other Druids, just to allow them to cast a spell and then be able to do something else afterward. Cast a second spell.
You know, I just think of like a Stalker tag teamed with a Death Jacket. I'm just like, man, that's a cool like combo there.
It looks nice too, just basically.
Yeah, we had to fast forward this a little bit because infantry tends to take a while for Jeremy sometimes. Well, actually, it takes a while for all of us. And you guys don't want to see us like 20 minutes worth of moving infantry.
No.
So.
I love how I'm the one that always gets crap for this because I touch my models multiple times, but it takes everyone else just as long or longer to move their stuff.
Sorry.
And Jason is always the worst.
In case you're wondering, sped up, Jeremy's voice is actually higher pitched than Joyce's. So that makes it even funnier. But anyway.
Is my voice not higher pitched than hers normally?
So I've put the pistol right there in between the clouds, and I'm about to learn that was not a good position to put that there. But
yeah, so being entirely behind the clouds keeps you safe.
Right, which I wasn't quite sure because I've never played with clouds before because Cryx doesn't really have a thing where you can.
Well, we do.
Except for Epic Xerxes,
yeah.
Okay,
but he only uses
which I never play.
Himself,
yeah.
Like a jerk.
So it's just like, clouds? What's that? How does this work?
So yeah, I'm just fidgeting around with Fury stuff.
Okay.
And I'll finally move up to Negra. And this is where you're telling me, I should keep her behind the cloud, not like in it.
Yeah.
Because I saw what you did with the ghost. With the pistol wraith, but I saw it too late, and then you started doing the same thing with her. I'm like, wait, no, don't do that. Just stand behind the cloud, behind it.
All right, so just give him one to your Templar,
and Jason's given some.
Yeah. So yeah, Jason's galleon looks awesome. I love that thing.
He needs to base it.
He does. I think he's waiting.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I think he's trying to get more like pirates and stuff like that.
He's been playing so much pirates lately.
He has. He's really been getting it. That's the reason why I think it's going to be soon that he's going to have it because he's put new bases for all his pirates too. Like looks like they're all staying on wood and stuff now.
Extremely tired of fighting pirates. I've actually I actually literally played the same game with him like twice in a row, just because he played like almost the same list.
You know, Jose, when you were moving out, these are the zealots, right?
Mm.
Yeah, when you're moving the zealots out, like I was like, man, these guys are gonna be so out of command when you're done. It's like,
that's what I thought too.
I was like, man, because they were so spread out to begin with, and I was like, wow.
You got like a 9-inch command with the monolith bear, I think. So
yeah,
a 9-inch command. It's pretty decent.
Screw you, Menoth.
Yeah, at that first game that I played against you at that's why I had my warm-up game with you, because I ran my annihilators out, and they were like 8-inch or 9-inch command outside of the commander, and I was like, yep, it's been a few weeks since I've played a game.
It's true, that did happen.
I still think Menoth anything is scary.
So with your spell
faction.
up with the -5 range, it almost nulls these guys. Like
They have range 1 bombs.
yeah, that sucks.
Range of 5.
Oh no, wait, sorry, I take it back. They have range 0 bombs.
Yeah.
Their bombs literally land right at the front of their own base. So it's like a melee attack, which they can't make because if they're that close, they're in melee.
That's weird.
Oh, what is that, Jose? What is that, Jack?
That's the Templar.
Okay.
I took the Templar for Iron Aggression and Beatback.
I'm surprised it's not a.
Yeah.
It's not a something
Templar Armor 21, POW 19 with Acquire. With Beatback is a solid. You can put Iron Aggression on it with the boosted attack rolls, charges for free.
Oh yeah.
I mean that is that's a solid jack, and I mean that's straight from the people talking about playing P Resnick. That's just peas in a pod.
I think with your book, didn't you cast so you couldn't be shot?
What?
The book? No.
No, the book can't do that. You're thinking of the choir.
Sorry.
I think it was no knockdown.
No knockdown.
Cannot be knocked down or made stationary.
Just.
I haven't read that book. I don't know what it can do.
It does.
Yeah, and I screwed that up. I should have activated Resnick first and put Iron Aggression onto the Templar. I could have camped a little bit more, but
I don't think we're gonna try to assassinate you this first.
no.
That would have been pretty epic, though. I tell you what.
I mean, like typically Menoth casters have kind of mediocre defense and armor, but Resnick's a little bit of an exception to that.
Yeah.
So Jason's doing the double powder ration.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Whenever he possibly can, Jason shoots with that thing the first turn.
Yeah.
And so he's moving rock bottom here.
Another guy I hate.
And does he give it like money shot to or something, or he gives something else money shot?
He can't. I think he gives his money shot things to units, not.
Okay,
to,
so like the cannon.
Yeah, I think
he gives it to the cannon
because they're a Sea Dog crew, and you can give it to Sea Dogs, and the cannon with money shot's kind of dumb.
So it's got 22-inch shot.
Oh god.
It's gonna shoot your warjack, isn't it?
No, he shot
Actually,
the pistol. No, the pistol race on the other side. What did he shoot? What was it? One of your druids.
Oh, that's right. It's one of the trades.
So he rolls to hit. He misses.
He misses.
He needs a 7 to hit.
Go Druids in clouds. They are defense 18.
It's pretty bad.
And he still needed only a 7 to get them because that gun is rat 11.
Yeah, that's insane.
Freaking money shots.
I love that cannon. I mean, I'd love it if I played the cannon. I hate it if I played the cannon.
I'll
just pretend I'm Jason. That cannon's my favorite gun in the game.
That cannon makes me want to build a Shea list just to play it. The cannon and the galleon.
I just want to build a Shea list because Coup de Main's an amazing spell. I wish it were in circle.
So he gets one shot on the left side. Right side's got 3 shots, so he's got 4 shots altogether.
When does Jason ever not roll at least 3 shots on one side?
Yeah, he always does. He's going after the pistol wraith, which deviates just in front of it.
Yeah.
So you get to choose the direction that it goes.
Right. So straight back.
So he's hoping for a good move distance, and he gets a 3. So he goes, and he gets to re-roll the distance.
From artillerist.
Yeah.
I think that it has, the reason why he's able to take shots at the pistol wraith and expect to kill it is because Ion and Hulk.
Magical weapon.
Magical weapon.
Sorry for the viewers at home. You're like, what's he shooting the pistol wraith? That's why. Ion and Hulk gave it to him. So he's going to boost a hit. He's shooting against one of the druids.
No, it's the pistol wraith.
So,
It's still the pistol wraith?
Still the pistol wraith. I haven't killed it. That.
He's trying to.
yeah.
Oh,
I
he killed the druid.
Yeah, this time
Then
he took a direct
blast.
shot at the druid, which was in his range, and then tried to blast damage onto it.
So
Yeah,
the
that's
blast
it. And
damage
boost damage,
hits
boost
the
damage.
pistol wraith because it's magical.
Yeah.
Well, see, it's really handy to see the pistol wraith standing in the cloud, and the cloud's a 3-inch AoE centered on the druid. So if you hit
Yeah.
the druid with a 3-inch AoE, you automatically
You can
catch
see
that
exactly
guy.
what you can hit. That's right. And of course he rolls lights out.
Yeah.
That's I know it's exactly
he
the
rolled
same.
2 6s and 1. He just rolled twice in a row. And I thought we were gonna have to do another boxcar counter like with Brad from the last game. And
He was
I'm
getting
like,
a lot
really,
of
Jason?
sixes.
I'm like, I'll put it on there.
All right, he's taking more shots at druids.
So it deviates
6 inches. Nope, he's gonna reroll that.
and no.
Okay. What's he doing next?
He's moving Shay.
So yeah, him rolling high apparently is not good for Jason in that particular instance. For
Stormwall,
deviations.
go! I love Stormwall. It's very good. Very, very good ability.
All right, so he puts Phantasm on the Galleon with that's Shay's spell, correct?
Yeah. That's Finn.
And that's it. He sits on his last. And so Jose activates his choir.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
almost
he's just
forgot
going to
that.
move up and cannot be targeted by ranged attacks, I think is what I did.
I don't know. Actually, I think you were gonna do spells because
Yeah, for the druids.
like we don't have any ranged attacks except for a Kruger.
There's no spells.
So there was no spells.
And so yeah, the
Yeah, it was magic.
Yeah. I mean,
shielding. Okay. And we're on to turn 2.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Pretend you actually know what you're doing for a while.
At moments, did I tell you about forgetting about my Zol union to transfer on a game that I had? I was sitting on 4 Fury, and I got the guy's very last attack on Zol when I had the Kovas 6 inches away from Sorsha with 3 soul tokens on him, and I forgot about being able to transfer to Ancestral Guardians.
Seems pretty bad.
I didn't realize it until about 5 minutes after the game.
So you could see that I just gave 2 focus to the Death Jack.
So yeah, this turn we thought about it a while, and we're not entirely sure of the ranges. So our plan is to kind of walk forward and see what we can kill and stay as safe as possible, and then try to.
This is where your sprays for your Blackclad Wayfarers come in really handy because they're able to move up and target something behind.
Right, this is where we start
because they're mini-feated.
Right. Well, not mini-feated.
No, my zealots are
guys,
mini-feated
yeah.
and have their song of warding up.
Right, just like all zealots forever, they run headlong at you and pop their mini-feet on the first turn.
You guys hear that? Zealots almost always pop mini-feet and run and sing Song of Warding first turn. Awesome tar pit. Amazing tar pit.
Yeah.
You hear other people say, I wish I would have popped feet and sung Song of Warding first turn.
Alright, so yeah, here we go. Move the druids up as far as I can get them. I'm trying to keep the bunker going, because the 2 of us are going to have to stay kind of far forward, and there's a lot of killing power on that side of the field, so I want to make sure to minimize it as much as possible.
Jason especially loves to shoot things to death with both the Galleon and that Commodore Cam. I mean, that's his whole game plan.
It never misses when it shoots casters.
Yeah.
It has like 100% accuracy against casters. It's a hidden rule on the card.
Yeah. At least when Jason plays it, anyway. It's written in crayon on the back.
Or maybe it just feels that way. I don't know.
You're putting your Animus on your Blackclad Wayfarer.
Right. So here we go. The Rotterhorn. He's going to put his Animus on one of the Blackclads, and then I'm moving him up. I'm trying to get as much distance out of this as possible. So this is Kruger activating now. I telekinesis that guy forward. I'm going to move up. I'm going to put up Stormwall again, because Stormwall is the thing that stops Zealots from being able to do anything.
Yeah, that's I was watching you guys play that, and I was like, wow, that's insane. I was like, so Jose was gonna have to use them for melee if he was going to use them at all, and it's just.
Yeah.
And it's kind of rough for them. This matchup's actually really bad for them because not really being able to make use of their bombs, and then when they have to, like, the only thing that's right in front of them they can attack in melee is druids, and walking into a druid cloud confers a -2 melee attack roll penalty on you. So they can sing their song for +2, and then they still lose it anyway, and they go down to mat 5 against defense 14. So it's really bad for them.
So if they were to throw their bombs, let's say, and it's 0, do they hit themselves too in the blizzard?
Yeah, they would, except that they can't throw their bombs and hit somebody else directly because they'll be base to base with it, so they can't even make the attack. So yeah, here I moved Kruger up. Or sorry, no, this is the black clad. Sorry, I moved the black clad up, and he took a spray. He could only get one guy, but I just sprayed at somebody that wasn't him, so I could get him. Yeah. Killed one of them.
And that's how you get around that: is you target something that, outside of the zealots. Obviously, like the galleon or something along the other side. A lot of people don't realize that. They're like, oh, well, they're the most. They're impossible to kill for a turn. They're not impossible to kill.
They're just difficult.
They're just very difficult. And the perfect way to get around that is if you have any type of spell sprays.
Yeah. Overlords are really good at that too.
Yeah, definitely with the sprays.
Yeah.
Which,
because their sprays ignore line of sight.
We've learned about the new vendors, right?
Right.
The ability to have 3 possible sprays. So there you go again. We're gonna give it a focus through power booster, and it's gonna run.
Run really far up there.
Bad ideas. Bad ideas are bad, but I declare that it's a bad idea, and then I end up.
It definitely is a sitting duck out there. It gives them something to shoot at, I guess.
That is true. I kind of was thinking about giving them bait. Like, can I give this one away? Okay, it's possible. I'll toe on that hill, make it a little difficult.
Okay.
Put Ghost Walk on the Death Jack.
Right.
Yep. Well, we'll move that bone jack.
We're moving this other bone jack first. So we're like I said, we're trying to figure out how we can arrange our stuff to get as many attacks in against these zealots as possible while they're like this. Right. So I think you're trying to get a venom off.
Yeah.
Right? So. Is that what you're doing?
Well, I've loaded it with 4.
Oh, Death Jack is moving.
So
yeah,
he'll move. Kind of toe the cloud, and I'm about to cast a spell.
Yeah, I guess range Death Jack in the Clouds, defense 15. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, for a Warjack that's also armor 19.
Yeah, that was armor 19 too. Yeah, it's pretty good.
So we'll try to spray and kind of get rid of the infantry as we can.
Yeah, it's trying to figure out which is the best direction to go to spray.
So she sprays. I think she's gonna clip 2. So
she's so 7. I don't know what their defense is.
I think it's 12, right? Yeah.
So it's first guy.
13, I think. No.
Yeah. It's
actually, they got plus what is it 4 armor after one of them dies.
Yeah, they get plus 4 armor. So they were at armor 17.
They can still 16. Be making eroded, right?
Oh, I forgot.
So second.
All right. So
got it.
So hit him.
Yeah, this is a really good roll. Good roll is good. That doesn't kill, but it should corrode him, and he'll die next turn anyway.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so she misses the jack because she actually sprayed that too.
Right.
But she needed a 10 to hit. She got a 9, so.
That's right. Pretty lucky.
Yeah, she rolls really well here. She kills, 2, and then also corrodes 1. And I think he probably does die because Jose has the worst luck with corrosion and fire rolls.
He does. I don't know. He won't deny it either. So.
12. So they're armor 16.
Okay, yeah. So they.
Yeah.
So we need 7s to kill him directly, but.
All right.
Which is pretty good.
Oh, Venom's such a good spell.
Can't lie.
Okay, so What you doing?
You're moving.
Oh, I'm moving. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a stalker.
Yeah.
He's just gonna walk up here and be a stalker.
You work for Prowl, right?
Yeah.
That's what you did there. So.
Yeah, there's no way with a Commodore cannon and a galleon across the table that I'm not going to be warping for Prowl and standing in that forest every time I have the chance.
So there you go again. I moved to Negro up and stayed behind that cloud because, you know, I'll listen to you.
Okay, yeah, here's where the wheels come off our plan a little bit. We made the assumption that we'd be able to catch things in Stormwall and the feet. So that way they would lose their range, like they lose 5 inches of range and be stuck there. But we mismeasured it slightly.
And you get and basically the line goes right in front of the bastions. Doesn't get any of the bastions. Doesn't get the galleon. It does get the Jose's caster though. But most of the zealots, if not all of them.
I was a little surprised that you wanted me to do my feet then and there.
Well, I thought we were a little further forward.
Yeah.
We were only about a half an inch away from all the people that we needed to hit, which was the bastions and the galleon. Yeah. And if we just been a little further forward, which I could have done if I'd planned it better, but I kind of screwed up my own positioning, and then you moved to match my spot, and then you were in the wrong spot too. So.
Yeah, I remember the game got really quiet after this because we were like, "Oh dang!" It almost felt like a wasted feat. It really did. And we were like, "Oh man, that's gonna suck."
Yes, for me, it drove me nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I think we took a little break after that time for a while because we were like, "Oh, this is gonna be a short game."
It ended up being okay though. I mean,
Yeah, we recovered.
Well, we're not gonna spoil the ending.
I mean, we recovered in that the game went on and didn't end right now.
Yeah. But yeah, we definitely took a break. And oh man!
At the very least, this is not the most disastrous feat I've ever seen Joyce have, because I've seen her use feats and then die.
She used Hellmouth.
Yeah.
She got the bastions.
And
that one guy.
Yeah, she actually does quite a bit of damage to the bastions. I mean, they're all standing. I don't think any of them died.
No, none of them died.
No, right, because they got that sanguine bond. But she does a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
They're clumped together, and usually I use that to kind of affect order of activation. But hey, I'll take that too.
If we had landed this feat, I feel like the game would have been quite a bit different than it ended up being.
Yeah. And
so they go your stones.
Yeah, moving up the stones, getting ready for more teleports. Teleports are important to this list.
To a circle list?
Yes. Well, they're particularly important to this list because I use them to teleport, Black-clad Wayfarers forward.
Sure.
And then have them teleport back.
Yeah, that's super
Which
cool.
is super obnoxious. Alright. So now it's Jason and Jose again.
I feel like Jason would say, "This is where I'm about to kill someone's caster."
Hey, both casters are still behind clouds. So.
You say it just like him.
Wait, I thought Jason wasn't here.
Yeah. That or he'd say it's time for a beer. One of those two. It would be one of those two.
He never says that to me. He always just says the first one.
It's just the type of friendship we have. It's all right. All right. So he's moving up his caster, and he pops his feet. I believe is this sure he pops his feet?
No,
that's
next turn. Because even though we didn't hold everything still like we wanted to, all of those freaking zealots are still stuck right where they're standing. So they're kind of gumming up the field. So it's not a terrible use of the feet. It's just not great.
I imagine you ever play any of those old Baldur's Gate games on the PlayStation? You know, where you have like the little circle on your character. If you just hold it in one place, it'll just stand there and spin in a circle. That's what I imagine. That's how I imagine the zealots sitting there right now. They're just like spinning in a circle.
They're spinning aggressively.
Oh, I'm so frustrated with this game right now.
There's a dancing in place. Chucking bombs at themselves, blowing each other up. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Should have been like, I'm just wiping them out.
I don't know why you're
juggling.
I don't know why you didn't have them throw bombs at us this turn. They were so close. Why didn't they chuck any bombs?
Yeah.
Why didn't they?
Because they have
zero range.
Yeah.
And,
That's right. Yeah, the range 0.
I love it. I really do love doing that to Zealots. Both Krugers are like, they both have just an automatic answer to Zealots. Kruger 1 is just like, well, I'm just going to feat and kill your Zealots, and it's a perfectly fine use of my feat.
Alright, so Jason moves up the Commodore cannon. Obviously can't shoot. Same round it moves, but get into a better position for next turn, hopefully. So Jason's whole range game here is all about just killing you from afar.
Right.
I actually like the list construction that you two had, because Jose just designed a jam list, and Jason just designed like a super heavy range list.
Yeah.
And the two actually complement each other real well, because without Jose, Joyce and I could have just run into Jason's face and murdered all of his support solos and rendered that thing useless.
Yeah, we had a really good collaboration on this. You know, I should have held back. We should have held that feat back probably one more turn, so that I could have really gotten the Resnick up in there.
Still a scary use of the feat.
Right.
Yeah.
He's still, he's great at being able, putting Iron Aggression onto that Templar. Reading about that on the Menoth forums with the POW 19 speedback armor 21. I mean, he's I'm glad that we're actually getting the Inditer, another armor 21 Jack with something new to bring to the table.
Yeah, no spells within 5 inches.
Yeah, that's going to go with Tristan Duran on my high reclaimer list instead of the Avatar. He'll go right up in the front so that any snarky little Cryx players can't run an arc node up in my clouds and think that they're going to be cute and channel.
It's cool. I have a spell on my new caster that does a similar thing.
So Jason's just moving stuff up, throwing some defense out there, trying to get ready to start shooting some stuff.
This entire turn is going to come down to what the Galleon decides to do.
Yeah.
Everyone else just kind of shuffles around.
He decides to wait on the Galleon, I think, towards the end, because just trying to see what else happens.
Yeah. Choir ended up putting
those spells, I think.
Alright, so the Jack charges the little guy.
Yep.
Yeah, because we didn't
Defense
catch that
15.
either.
7 hits.
Catch what? Putting it as bait?
No, we didn't catch it in the feet.
Oh, no, we didn't.
So your dice plus 5 on damage.
Armor 14 is not high.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that was a bad roll.
You forget who's rolling here.
These are like the kind of rolls that I saw when I was doing demo games.
Yeah. 12 points to the 1. I mean, that knocks
Why
out.
is it that whenever you're trying to teach somebody how to play this game, and no matter how hard you try to not boss out rolls or destroy them, they can't roll for anything against you, and all of a sudden you're now Boxcar Brad.
Right.
Alright, so it hits. Second attack.
Yeah.
One of my demo games was a couple playing against each other, and the girl, like, every roll was just like 5s and 6s, and she just completely crushed your boyfriend.
Straight dice on damage here.
Okay.
8 more to the 3. That may actually wipe that sucker out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he's out. He's a wreck marker.
I did his job.
Alright.
Bastions activate.
Oh, I remember why they moved forward. He did use the feat on Shay, and it affects friendlies.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that's right.
So the Bastion's got enough movement to be able to get up there, and jam up.
Did they run or charge here?
They charged.
Okay.
They did a run charge order. I only got 2 of them were actually able to pull off a charge, because my zealots were blocking me.
Yeah, zealots.
See, so your feet did do something.
So all I was able to really do was just run those guys up.
Alright. If this is the turn this happens, then I think that this is also the turn
I think you actually get 3 off on that Jack, because you can hit over the other one to hit that Jack, since a bigger base. And what's their mat?
So I needed 6s to hit.
They're 7s.
7s.
Yeah, I need 6s to hit. They're mat 7s. Hits with first.
Ooh, Weapon Master on the charge.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Bless it.
Dice minus 6 or 7, I believe. It's armor 19.
Armor 19.
Minus 7.
Yeah.
It's actually a decent roll. Not terrible. So we again, -7 hits the second guy. So
less good.
Another 5 more points
Okay.
to the 6. So that actually takes out his right arm.
Yeah. But even with his left arm, I think he's able to kill a couple things. Cause you can't, if you don't wipe out a Death Jack, he is still freaking wreck face.
True.
So another 5 to the 3.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They fail to kill the Death Jack, as they.
They often do.
Well, no,
The Death Jack is actually really tough and very difficult to kill, even for weapon masters. Like, people forget that he not only has more armor than the average Cryx Jack, but he also has more boxes.
Yeah, he does.
All right, so you got Engine of Destruction.
Right. So we didn't actually catch.
Oh, I guess we didn't catch.
Yeah, I didn't think we did.
So basically, what he does here is he charges up.
So he charges a long way because he's got Engine of Destruction on himself, and his coup de main is up.
Yeah.
So totally giving him like an extra 6 inches of movement to make a really long charge.
Yeah. So.
And
what
Jose here.
What the idea was basically was to kill one of the druids, throw up a rack, immediately try and pull off of the rack because you can pull off of the rack during your warlock's during your caster's activation.
Yeah. So you hit this guy, and he's dead. He's like about 20 or something stupid. And so yeah, you put your rack down.
All right. So here comes the rack.
And
surprisingly, this is the first time this particular thing has happened to me.
Yeah.
So he goes to pull from it. And
then I pop my feet.
You were about to pull it off, but then you're like, wait.
I'm gonna pop my feet. Yep.
Take off.
So
snatches away our fury.
So I snatched.
Well, my fury, her focus.
Yeah.
And
it does not blow up.
Did not blow up.
If it low, it blow.
Now I'm not sure why you didn't just spend that and attack it. Actually, yeah. Okay, you decide not to get suspended. You're just gonna kill a druid with it.
Well, because the galleon, I knew I was gonna. Jason and I had already collaborated. The galleon was gonna shoot it, pop up the 5-inch AOE, and do some POW 14.
That's right, because if he targets his guys, he loses -5 range. But if he targets your rack, it doesn't lose the range. Yeah. That's right.
And it's inside the cloud, so he can see it.
It was a clever plan, honestly. Yeah, I remember you guys talking about that kind of during the little break, and I was like, "Wow, it's gonna be pretty disgusting."
It works pretty well.
Yeah, not well enough though. It was a good idea in theory, but we weren't,
Well, the thing is, you two gambled on it, and you knew that if it didn't work, you gave away one caster.
Yeah,
that was the price.
So in retrospect, probably not the best of gambles, but.
I just remember you saying that all you wanted to do was kill something, throw a rack.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. Yeah, I didn't know. I may have lost resin, but that's all I really wanted to do was throw a rack up and have somebody shoot it or try and pull from it and have it blow up and kill a bunch of stuff.
That's pretty. That would have been really funny if it would have blown up right there.
All right, here's the galleon.
Galleon
7 hits.
Yeah, you gotta
blast the bastion.
He shoots a bastion. He's attempting to slam a bastion with the cannon over one of my guys and into my caster to knock him down.
That was the other thing we were trying to do. Is like to do some more to soak in some
1 inch, right into
Yeah, it was just terrible. That was a little disheartening. Yeah, there were a couple of things that happened. I think the POW 14 didn't do enough damage.
That was actually like my favorite moment in this whole game. Is that one right there? Because I saw it. I was like, oh no, this is gonna be real bad. And then you rolled the one. I was like,
that's right.
Never mind.
Because that's why I had run that bastion up into that cloud so that we could slam it in the back.
So they lay down Master Holt, move up. They give oh boy, I think magic shot again.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be magic weapons.
Yep, magic weapon.
Oh, this game. I hate the galleon so much.
Alright, so the galleon.
Hey, it moved up.
The monster itself.
And then we check. This is where we check to make sure that it's more than 14 inches away from me. And it was within 14 inches of me, so then it has to back up slightly just to be out of range of that. And I felt pretty safe because I'm like, well, he can't shoot me. I'm more than 14 inches away. But of course, that was before all the rack nonsense started happening. I'm like, well, it doesn't matter. He's going to shoot the rack.
Joyce, do you remember if you're in Corporeal with Denegra right now? I don't remember if she is or not.
I don't believe she was this turn because it was not a.
I think she is. I can see.
Has she got
little
okay.
token
yeah,
down there.
Yeah, she is. It says ink next to it.
Well, yeah, she is. Magic weapons are actually just for the rack because non-magic attacks miss, right?
Well, no, it's only when it has a focus on it.
When it has a focus.
Oh.
Okay.
So he gets 1 on the left, 3 on the right.
Oh god.
He gets the same number 0 last time.
I'm telling you, man, one of those guns always rolls a 3 every time.
So he hits about 12.
About 14, yeah. So it just blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's
probably
auto death. It's auto death.
It's got 12 hitboxes.
That would be amusing. And terrible.
Yeah. So yeah, we did. Yeah, the result.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. We were the blast damage.
So
there,
it
there,
catches.
so yeah, there was three.
It does
There were
catch
3
bigger that way
attacks. That
because
were
it's
3
magical.
things we were trying to do to get some damage.
It's gonna catch.
And he boosts the damage.
I think it catches a druid or 2.
Oh, that's not to the caster yet. He tried to hit something else.
I think one of those druids is
One of the druids, yeah. The dice minus
this camera
7.
angle's so focused on the middle of the field.
And he rolls.
He rolls crazy.
Yeah, 9 points of damage to Denegra. That was rough.
Yep, just a little bit.
And then we resolve the ranking.
There we go.
It's 4 AoE. Explosion.
Oh, okay, so I guess the 3-inch AoE didn't hit a druid. It's going to be the rack that hits a druid. I know that druid dies. Or at least I'm pretty sure it does. I don't know. I've slept since then. GenCon happened between then and now.
GenCon was long.
Yeah, it was.
So it destroys the druid. Against Kruger. Straight dice against him. So minus 1.
Yeah, he's armor.
So 6.
What is the power of those guns?
14.
Okay, so he's armor 15.
So, yeah, you're looking at 15
Are
points
you
of
talking
damage.
about?
Power.
Are you talking about the galleon, or are you
No,
talking
I
about
mean
yeah, it's for power 14.
Yeah, so he's armor 15.
So that one shot did 15 points of damage between both casters. That's pretty good.
It was quite good, yes. But
So
we're still
all
standing. Neither one of us is dead, so we're still in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, we kind of botched our feats. And
First feat, anyway.
well, the whole point of the feats, of course, was first turn, lock everyone in place. Second
and we
turn,
also
push everyone
noticed
back.
too that they were there's a kill box. One of the casters was not in the.
Jason did.
Jason.
Well,
Shay.
see, actually, that was a case where that was Jason's positioning kind of screwed him because he was standing behind those bastions and he had to activate Shay first.
Yeah.
And no matter where Shay moved, he couldn't catch everyone he needed to in his control area and be able to move out of the kill box.
That's right.
So he kind of got stuck back there behind the kill box.
Yeah.
So we get 2 points.
There's 1 point.
Or 1 point. Sorry.
So I ended up jamming myself a little bit just because of order of activation and kind of places where I put things. I kind of moved over the War Witch Siren because I figured, hey, look at all those units. I'm gonna have to want to, think about spraying them.
Yeah, try not to engage those guys.
Okay, so here we go. I teleport up. I think I teleport. Maybe I just walk. I guess he just walks up. Blackclad Wayfarer. He's gonna try and spray Resnick. I'm hoping for the really long shot critical knockdown. That's what I'm going for. I mean, it's happened before. Sometimes I just have really, really low odds of being able to get it, and I do manage it.
So
So Resnick's feat's going. Anybody who casts a spell in this control area is lit on fire, but the Black Clad doesn't care because he's immune to fire.
Okay.
Right.
So Denegra's moving back.
Yeah, the rest
of
us, we're kind of like, no, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, unless he uses Resnick to survive.
We had a discussion about whether or not she should try to poke Resnick and teleport him somewhere.
Yeah, I thought about that.
In the end, we decided it would be better for her to just live.
It's a little risky.
We chose
that would be
life.
a caster trade for a caster trade, because you know that no matter, even if he would have put up magic, she would have gone incorporeal. He would have just put magical weapons up again, and
yeah. Well, she can only go incorporeal every other turn, so she's not this turn.
And in my mind, Deathjack is entirely too valuable for me to give up Denegra to kill Resnick.
Yeah. So.
I decided to spray with that arc node up there.
So she's going for the spray, trying to hit the book.
If Deathjack, they go in. Does he go inert?
Mm-hmm. He's not autonomous.
But he gets his own. He generates his own focus.
Yeah, but he's still not autonomous. He goes in a battle group as soon as the battle group controller dies.
Yeah.
Well, so
can you move you could have a Jack Marshal move up and
reactivate him, and then he'd be autonomous.
And gaining 2 focus.
But gaining 2 focus every turn. Yeah.
Alright.
But Cryx does not need a Jack Marshal. You guys can't get Rollick
They do have a Jack Marshal.
You got one.
You do?
They do.
Oh, that's right.
The 3-headed thing.
No
one ever uses it.
I know. I went up against that Witch Coven list.
Yeah.
And a Jack Marshal can't marshal him. It can only turn him back on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he becomes autonomous, but he still has focus, so he
still generates his own focus.
So he can still charge and.
Yeah.
All right. So you hit
Hellmouth.
Seneschal.
Hellmouth. Yeah.
And it drags all those guys up.
I love this. This is actually super clutch play right here. Yeah. Drags another Seneschal, at least one more, and then a bunch of zealots and crap into it.
Right. And I
think it even catches. Yeah, it does, because Holt's right next to that guy, and Ayana's not far away. So
yeah, I don't think it gets. I don't think. No, I think it does get Ayana, but it doesn't hurt.
I don't know. She might not be.
She's not in the. She's not in the
AoE. She bumps right up.
Yeah, she bumps right up against Holt, which, if the models are like that, like end to end, Hellmouth won't catch him.
So, yeah. Actually, something really funny here after a second, but.
But yeah, Hellmouth, tons of fun all the time.
So you do 5 points, which automatically kills Holt, removes from the game, and
does she make a command check?
Jason has to make a command check. Actually, you'll see here in a second. It's actually really funny. So that's enforced no damage to the Seneschal. Or to the Bastion. Sorry.
Stupid Bastion.
Seneschal. Those.
1 to the book.
No, it's 3. This is Seneschal.
Oh wait,
it's 3 points to the Seneschal.
Okay.
And
no, they were.
I see. The book automatically takes 1 point because that's what she gets. So she goes to make the command check, and she's like, "I don't even know who he was.
I don't know him.
Just cold.
That was not my man. I don't know what you're talking about. I was in the market for a new man anyway. I was gonna kill him myself."
Holt who?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like my Ayana and my Holt never ever make their command checks. Ever. I had Holt run around like a scared little girl for 3 turns in a row once because he just could not get it together.
You think?
So you went to charge Resnick with your Griffin, and
yeah, the Griffin is like, I'm gonna go up here and attempt to do things.
Yeah, you did
bad. Nope. I thought about it later. I realized this was kind of not the best of plays, but whatever. So, I'll admit, I was slightly on tilt at this point, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Teleporting.
You got him.
Yeah.
With the Warp Wolf.
No, not with the Warp Wolf.
The Stalker.
Oh, sorry, spoilers, folks.
Uh-oh, he's gonna go for the assassination. Gonna try to do it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, now I remember.
I need 8s to hit.
You can do this.
The dice -1. He's got 17 hitboxes. He's seriously like one of the toughest Menoth warcasters in the game. Come on. Get it over with. Roll them dice. Hit!
Hit. Will that be your damage roll?
No.
So whenever you roll high. 4 points.
Yeah, dice -1. Starting off
So
with
your claw.
strong with a 4.
You got your claw.
Now the
Dice
claw.
-3.
Yep. You can do it, Warpy. You can do it.
So you hit with that.
Yeah,
Gosh,
he'll
man.
definitely
That's
hit.
a really good attack roll. And yeah, I'm not gonna boost, so at least I shouldn't.
Yeah. That's what I say. 6
Actually,
points.
that's not terrible. That's
There you
actually
go.
not
We
that
got
bad.
7 boxes left, Nick. Are you going back for the sword?
I'm feeling like I'm gonna get him this time. Gonna buy, gonna boost, try to finish him off.
And you miss.
Yep.
Yep.
No wait. Oh yeah, I needed
Yes.
8s. Yep.
Yeah.
I cannot boost to 8s.
So
It's,
there's a fail.
it is beyond me. Boosting to
Yeah.
8s is not something I'm capable of. Alright, so Kruger goes.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to use the feat. I was going to use this anyway, no matter what happened with it, with Resnick, but now I absolutely have to use it. I cannot allow Resnick to just like walk back over here and start trying to kill people again.
So pushing old Resi back.
Yeah, actually, because this game is entirely coming down to what happens right now. If Resnick doesn't die, this game ends. Because,
Yeah.
like, he is so far up into our stuff, like, he will murder everything around him.
Yep. And when you only did that damage, I was like, is he maybe? I was like, I actually started to have that glimmer of, I don't want to give anything away, but I was like, oh, don't kill him.
You start doing the pee-pee dance. You're like,
I think he's going to make it. I think he's going to make it.
I'm going to kill them all. Your name's on my list. I see it right here. See my list?
You're on the list.
I see Kruger, Denegra, and Warpwolf Stalker.
man, these zealots, they're just they can't even move. And now the guys
The Zealots did nothing but get in my freaking way. That was like 8 points of jam myself.
That was actually, I loved this. This was actually like
Take it like a
the
record.
most fun I've ever had playing against Zealots, where they are actively hurting the enemy instead of doing things to me all game long.
Yeah, the double stacked feat was like.
And if it had gone off right, it would have been so much worse.
Alright, so telekinesis the birdie out of the way.
Right, so he's still engaging the bird. Because I did it badly. But so I telekinesis the bird away, and I'm going to shoot you, I think. Yeah. Only got to hit you once,
okay.
and then I have sustained attack. So let's see if I can do this.
Going for it again. Need a 10 to hit. Oh.
Done!
No, he hits. I know it said fail there. I apologize. Accidentally. I clicked the wrong button when I was doing it. I was like, ooh.
He jumped the gun. I lose so often. He just thought it was going to happen.
I was just betting, you know. I was just putting,
Alright, here we go.
I'm just saying what we're all thinking.
Boosting damage. And
Oh.
dice -7. Come on.
More like dice.
Come on.
So
Alright.
at least
There's
four.
4. Did I just hard roll that? Man, I got balls of steel. Jeez. Alright, I guess that's it. I'm done. Like, I'm not going to spend
Yeah.
the rest of my fury. I'm going to stormwall it, because otherwise I get
And
shot.
your caster's on fire.
Because otherwise I just get shot to death. So.
Yeah.
So my plan, so like I stormwall it and I keep a fury because I'm like, I can transfer a fire damage roll away. Someone else has to finish that jackass off.
I wonder who that will be.
So that's two fail cams so far.
Pretty bad.
Oh, there's probably more to come.
Oh lord. Okay, so the druids are walking around. I'm throwing up the counter magic bubble again. This at least catches him, and he's like super slow and in the counter magic bubble, so he can't even cast his speed buff on himself to walk close enough to get us.
Alright, so Death Jack
So I finally
coming in.
ran in.
And apparently
You cut it badly.
I cut it badly. So
So we gotta go that way because you know his arms.
What?
Come in for the
hit on
hug.
6.
Well, yeah, there it is. There's the kill cam. Yeah, hits on a 6, and that guy's dead.
Ooh, assassinated.
Took a while.
And she takes his soul
And renders him
healed-
down to repair
healed
her
herself.
armor. It was so good.
I'll prepare myself.
4 hit points, too. A good roll.
So he doesn't go to Menoth heaven.
He doesn't go to heaven. oh, snap.
Isn't Menoth heaven Signar hell anyway?
Inquisit this, bitch.
That is a very good point. I'll have to post that up on the
We apologize, all Signar players who are watching this.
There are no Signar players that watch our show. We don't have a Signar player.
Well, according to this week's.
No.
Oh man.
It's fixed on the back end.
So you say.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's amazing the things I miss when I'm editing a lot of times.
I think my favorite part about your editing is when we talk really fast.
Yeah. So you're doing Curse of Shadows?
Yes, Curse of Shadows.
On the Bastions?
So she's on fire now. So both warlocks, so my warlock and her warcaster are both on fire now, with like a couple hit points apiece.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, and Denegra doesn't have any way to transfer.
Oh yeah, this is where I was like hoping to kill Denegra.
All right, that's it. She curses shadows, and then I guess we done.
Yeah, she missed too, which sucked.
Yeah,
so.
it was not fun.
But fortunately, I have Stormwall up, and everybody's pushed back and slow, so hopefully they won't kill us.
So the Bastion Center all takes a point. Book takes a book, or book takes a point.
Book takes a book.
Book takes a book.
We're killing it. We're killing it slowly. We've done.
You just see the book slowly corroding.
We've done 3 damage to it now. We only got to do 2 more.
That's amazing how difficult that could actually be. Only 2 more damage.
Yeah, only 2.
I really want to play with that model if in the league, the ghost sniper with the headshot. So I can just kill that book in 1 attack, and it'd just be the sweetest
I want to
thing
eat it with the Archangel one time, just consume it.
Just consume the book.
Have a couple pages fluttering out of its mouth.
Open pages.
All right, so the bastards are moving up. They can't get close enough to anybody except this one dude. So,
well,
they're on the
arc node
jack.
as well.
all right, on the arc node. So they're gonna, yeah. So they missed the first one. They hit the second one. They're weapon masters. They didn't charge.
Dice -1.
Ah!
3 points.
They only do 3 points of
You
damage.
didn't hear that. He's like, it's dead, and he's like, no, it's still
No,
alive.
it's 3.
It takes 3 points of damage, and then he misses.
It misses.
So now you're attacking the arc node, I think.
Okay, now he's swinging at the arc node. Oh my god, I can't believe that guy lived through the bastions. I forgot about that. This was a fun game.
Minus 2.
Yep, that's a lot.
12 points
No, they're power 11, right?
Power 12.
on the jack. Okay, so
Oh, they're
they
power
did
12?
back
Jeez.
to the 1, which probably takes out his head and his move, or his head and his. I don't think it's movement.
Arc node? No, cortex.
No, it's like. Yeah, or maybe it is just his head.
Welcome to Counter Slam, folks, where we know our models and our rules
We're not
inside
looking
and
at the
out.
card right this second. You're talking about jack damage. It's a little hard.
I told you that I called Chibi Morvana Chibi Kaya, and I got corrected by one of the privateer press people at GenCon.
Yeah, someone called you out. I loved that.
Yeah, I was
pretty
like,
good.
thanks, I appreciate you letting me know. Otherwise, the last 4 people that I said it to didn't say anything to me. They said me look like a jackass.
I play Kaya against you guys enough. You should know which one is which.
I just know Morvana on the goat. That's all I remember.
Yeah, but the pin Morvana is not on the goat. It's the other one.
No.
All right. 17 on a hill, so. Oh, he's talking about the war siren, and she's
What?
So he's going for the spray with the Lord Rock Bottom.
Actually, I feel like we're in kind of a fortunate position here because, like, that warjack can't move anywhere, and it's kind of in the way of the galleon being able to move to a spot and drag you to your death, or drag the death jack to his death. I don't think he actually manages to pull it off, but I can't quite remember.
Yeah, so
in any case, the field is nice and gummed up.
Yeah, unfortunately for Jason too, at the end of that last turn, his caster got pushed back again. So
he's still outside of the kill box. So we score another point.
Yep. So you guys only need 3 points to win. Then, if you guys can get the control points. So. Yeah. And Jason's he's got it pretty much going alone on the rest of this. I mean,
but he's got the tools. Like all of Jose's army is still standing between us and Jason's army, and Jason's army has barely been hurt.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Whereas our armies are half dead.
Yeah.
Where you hitting Stalker? That's right. He was shooting. Jason was shooting the Stalker.
So, money shots pile 16.
Oh, that's right.
That's
right. Oh, it catches me. It does enough damage to kill me, and I have to transfer it. And now I'm really worried because I was trying to save that.
Yeah, to transfer
for transfer fire damage.
Yeah.
Now I just gotta hope it goes out.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Jason's like the master of assassination, man. He'll find a way.
Yeah.
He is so difficult to play a lot of times.
He's like life. He finds a way.
God.
Sometimes he even changes sex just to win a game.
Stalker. Dice minus 4 on the...
I'm glad no one's paying attention to me.
He kills the last druid there.
So now there's no more counter magic. Thankfully, Resnick's already dead, so I don't have to worry about that too much.
So it looks like Ion.
She's trying to kiss a Lilith on the Death Jack.
Lilith. Not Lilith. That's a cast.
Yeah, that's you, buddy.
Kissy, kissy.
Kiss of Lilith. That's when a Ravagore shoots you twice.
Oh, that's
right?
funny. The Black Frost Shard have Kiss of Lilith on there too.
Right. Well, because they're both elves.
Yeah.
Everyone calls it harm, though.
Yeah. Well, like every cavalry person's name is Issa Rail. You know, like everyone is like that. I'm like, okay, Alyssa Ravel, Vanessa Rail.
Well, what about Silas Wishnailer? Love that guy. He's got a great name. He's got like 6 Y's in that name.
Alright, so Jason moves up. I think he's within 14 now with his caster. He's hiding behind.
But he loses.
Jack.
He loses 5 inches.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe he does get into a position where he can grab the Death Jacks. You know. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So his guns lose 5 inches of range because he's definitely inside the storm wall.
So on his shots, so he actually doesn't get 3 on one arm this time.
For once, yay!
You saw it here first. On counter slam. Alright, so he needs like a 10 to hit or something stupid. He missed the first shot.
Yeah, because Death Jack's at 15 up on that hill.
Yeah. So deviate 6 inches. And he chooses
and I choose right over the bastions. That way.
He does clip the bastion. I think he clips the bastion and your Wayfarer.
Oh, he might. So that way. Okay.
He grabs the book.
Yeah, I'll still clip it.
That's right, because I can't deviate the full 6 inches because he's not that far away.
Right.
So.
I don't know. He's probably at least 6 inches, right? What do you say?
So.
Dice minus 9.
So it does no damage to the bastion. Yeah, so it can't do any damage with the blast, really.
See, this makes me sad. I wish he had, like, Bart, because then all of that damage would have been automatically boosted against the bastions, even if he didn't want it to be. It just is.
Misses a second shot.
Deathjack on a hill. Hard to shoot.
And it's going to deviate.
We could have made it even worse. I could have telekinesis up into the cover.
Oh.
No damage on the best.
Okay, yeah, you rolled damage and missed no damage. So, same direction. It just hits the Death Jack, which no damage.
Yeah, because it went the same way, just not as far.
On his last shot here, I think. So, nope. Doesn't seem too worried about trying to hit him with the blast damage. He really wants to harpoon him.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I feel like he probably should have harpooned first. Well, I guess if he does that, he doesn't get to make all the shots.
He doesn't get to shoot, yeah.
All right, now. Never mind. Ignore me.
So. No blast damage.
Yeah, it's like POW.
Alright, now he's gonna boost it. He's like, alright, time to take out this Death Jack. Gonna do it.
Yeah.
Death Jack's going down. Except when he misses.
Except he doesn't get the 10. So.
It was gutsy move.
Yay, Death Jack, you lived. It's key to my strategy of not losing.
So, running. They're holding and 4 inches they can move or whatever.
Their speed's 6, right?
Yeah.
So they're down to speed 3.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, speed 4, right? So minus 2 speed. Yeah, it's really bad for them. So they run
speed 8.
So
they run 8 inches.
They run 8 inches. Oh god, we have to get back to relevance.
Oh, that's right, because you tried to engage the war siren, you forgot she had a parry.
Yeah.
Everybody does that to her.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, she can't spray if I parry you.
Except she still can because it's a spell.
Yeah.
I always forget that too. Like,
it's like I don't care that you're engaging me. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna spray you.
Plus, a lot of times when you engage her, you just give her a really easy like seduction.
Yeah.
So the choir, now that they really have no targets, they're just gonna run in and try to be blocking people.
Well, this right here coming up is exactly why I'm not playing Menoth for a while, because I have decided that he does not like me.
Menoth frowns upon your absence.
Yeah.
You have been gone from the faith too long.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be gone for a lot longer because you keep doing stuff like this. So
fire goes
out on Kruger. Yes.
Alfred Negro.
Right, Negro, come on, you can make it. And
yeah.
The only two
a fire roll on either one of us was essentially a guaranteed kill. Because I have 2 hit points, she's got 1. So,
seriously,
yeah,
that's how far it was?
Yeah, she has 1 hit point, and it hits her at it hits her at like straight or a dice -1, and it hits me at dice -3, and I've got 2 hit points, and she has 1.
Dang.
Exactly why I stopped playing. It's like I don't.
Fire doesn't go out on.
Because you go out, it goes out on me all the time.
On the druid, on the last druid, he
fire doesn't go out on your.
It goes out on me in Skorne too, but they don't. That's not their fire god. So
there goes the druid. He's gone. No, the fire didn't go out on
the stalker.
No. Yeah, on the stalker because it. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it caught the stalker and it didn't do damage though.
Yeah.
But it killed the last druid.
Oh, that's right, because the Death Jack moved within the zealots and the zealots in the choir, and so he had to do. They both passed their command checks.
So
Does Death Jack ever scare anything?
No.
That's funny when it does.
Your own stuff, though, right?
Yeah.
He scares your own things.
You know, I think about it. It's pretty.
All right,
so I've loaded him up.
The what is this? The black clad here. He's gonna walk away.
Just walk away. Just walk away.
Does he? What's making him not take free strikes here?
Jose, how does it go again?
We're talking about circle.
Yeah.
Run away!
Alright, yeah, so the black cloud walks away. He's just like, alright guys, it's been fun hanging with you. I'm gonna book
sachets away.
Yeah, sachets while he's flipping his coat out.
Yeah, well,
it's like,
the problem,
bye guys!
The problem is that book
Later.
is so close that it's just stopping any spells.
Oh,
from
that's why I walked back. I'm
Yeah.
trying to do a spell, but I still end up in the freaking range because I hate that book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that book was in a really good spot this turn. Really.
Right. So, honey.
Yep. I'm
She
just
moves
trying
up.
to move her up. Possibly trying to get some spray off.
Well, you still can't cast any spells either because of the book.
Oh, yeah. She's trying to hit him with her melee attack.
Right.
The zealot.
Yeah, but you can stab people with your stick.
Which is always fun. You know.
It's a favorite pastime.
You guys decide you're going to go for the...
We're going to try and go for the win this turn.
Yeah.
I do not think that we have enough steam left in our armies to chew through those bastions and then deal with the galleon.
And she gets a soul from the zealot.
Souls are always nice.
And Deathjack comes over here. She's got to try and kill these 2 bastions.
They're within 4 inches of that objective.
Yeah.
So
or flag.
So
he's got 5 focus on him, so he's definitely gonna do it because he has to do a lot of damage if he's gonna start.
Right.
Transferring.
Well, yeah, because they have the sanguine bond.
Yeah.
He hits
so
on
3, yeah.
on 3s, yeah. Anything but snakes.
And it's POW 18 plus 2. It's already boosted, so.
No, it's not boosted. He didn't charge. He just walked over.
Oh, he just walked over. So 12 damage.
Yeah, so we're just gonna like.
He just kills one guy.
Yeah. Jose's just like, screw it. I'm not gonna transfer 12 damage. I'm just gonna kill this one guy.
Then the next one I try to transfer, and I'm just like, I should have just let him die. Yeah.
So he heals. Yeah, I should sort of start healing, killing fools.
Deathjack is such a jerk.
So it will do.
You know, it's actually funny. Speaking of Deathjack being a jerk, one of the people of the show recognized me, came up and talked to me, and then like one of the first things he said is like, "It's like Deathjack with Death Ward, right?" That's a thing. It's like, yes, that thing is the worst thing.
So. Yep. So you're still transferring damage. And it hits with the head, the horns.
Yeah.
The head and the horns. It's a good band.
So 6 damage.
Yeah, we'll just keep slamming them.
And Deathjack with 5
I should have
attacks.
just let him die.
Well, but the problem is, you're sort of in a catch-22. You want to let him die, but if he dies, nobody's contesting that flag anymore.
Yeah, and that's what Jason was feeling too. I knew it. He's like,
And it's just
well,
the
and
dice rolls were just.
So you guys have got 1 flag.
All right, so and I will admit that a lot of this came down to just pure luck because it's luck that he didn't hit the Deathjack and drag it to its death, and then it's luck that fire went on both of us because we needed it on both.
Is that what Menoth calls it? Does he call it luck?
Menoth says that I'm not his friend and he knows anymore.
Away from me, evildoer! I never knew you.
So here.
Don't worry, Jose. My fire never does anything either.
So our siren just moved, and she's like, "I don't care about your weapons."
Right. This is where we have that conversation. Oh, she has parry. Oh.
Yeah, I don't care.
So she's gonna like walk through and find herself a spot to live.
I think she's going to spray.
Yeah, I feel like seducing a choir member is probably the less optimal option.
Yeah, but she's still within range of the book. She couldn't even do it, so she's going to hit.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think it just straight up kills it.
12, which is still enough to kill him.
Only not Snake Eyes kills him, right?
12, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even.
Oh, no,
yeah,
she's just... Yeah, okay.
11, sorry.
Yeah.
She has Shadow Bind on that weapon for reasons.
Mr. Bird goes up there.
I love this thing, because when it gets to live long enough to do this, it makes me happy.
It's a loud bird.
It is a very loud bird.
So POW 8 for everything within 2 inches.
Yes.
So, what's your guys' so you 5s to kill each of these guys?
They're 12s. Zealots are 12s.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
And choir member are 12 as well.
Yeah,
it's a POW 8, so I need 5s. Yep, exactly. You're right. I can math.
Barely gets the one guy.
I'm boosting damage against the ones that are contesting, because they need to die. I love you, Loudbird.
So that scream's not like his animus. That's just
that's a star action.
Oh, okay.
If he actually uses his animus on himself, he can do it again at the end of his turn.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's the new Rickron. Yeah. That's cool.
All right, then I do unboosted to 1 and still get him.
Him.
Yeah. Now there's a giant. Those poor zealots. They didn't do anything the whole game. They got feeded on twice and then screamed at.
Murder.
So yeah, both of them pass.
No, they pass. Choir members. Oh yeah, because he hit that last choir member too. He's actually close enough.
All right. This is the Alright, this is the Blacklight Wafer. He's going to move over there because in the off chance that I can't actually like get my caster over there, I need to at least control the flag.
And you actually hit it.
Those dudes are Mat 7. Like, did you know that?
No.
So now you...
No, because everybody just usually uses them for their magical sprays.
Right, but they are Mat 7. It's charged up and smacked you in the face.
Right, so you moved the wolf out of the way.
Yeah, he didn't have anything.
And that was it. Yep.
Oh, and yeah, my caster's gonna run up and
You telekinesis yourself up.
Yeah, he moves up and then he telekinesis himself onto the flag, dominates it.
So you dominated and control, got your last 3 points, and voila.
And that says
victory.
crop 2, 5, crop 5, CRP. That looks like the little prove that you are not a bot. Type this in. What the hell does that say?
Yay, we won despite my horrible.
Xerxes winning video here.
Oh,
Jose.
Oh,
Dig
poor
himself
Jose.
in the grave.
Yeah, bye, Jose. See it.
Going to Signar heaven. Wait.
Oh, I made Jason cry. I don't feel bad at all. Not at all. Not even a little bit.
He makes us all cry off the show. So. All right, well that was the game. Sorry, Jason couldn't make it to do the the chat part, but he was sick.
Jason right here.
Yeah, Jason turned into a dog.
That's our little mascot.
We cast polymorph on him.
Yeah, this is Chi-Chi, our mascot. So, also known as my wife's dog. So, but she decided to join us for the end here. So anyway, so the game, yeah, congratulations guys on the win. Joyce, high five.
Yay.
Got to see your winning video, which is kind of slightly disturbing, but
only
very funny.
Only extremely.
You know, it's funny because a lot of times we have the special guest players on, like Austin and Brad and Joyce coming back on and off, and like it's funny because we shoot these videos where like their winning or the loss is like hilarious, but like they end up like, but the other one that's just not really that funny, or whatever, that's the one that always ends up getting shown, and so like. I was glad we got to see your winning video because I knew it was really funny.
It was really good.
Austin's winning video is just hilarious too. He's like got the Archangel and he like kind of comes up out of nowhere and he just starts petting it and then he just like slides off the screen. It's so funny. And Brad's when he loses, he chokes up and then it shows the dice cam and he fails his tough check and then he falls over. Oh man, it's
so
really
I guess what you're telling people is if you come on our show and you really want to have like the funny thing shown to people, make sure that you make the funny one, whichever one you
losing
don't
video
want to happen.
Yeah.
Because whichever one you don't want to happen is going to be the one that does happen.
Just the luck of the roll, I guess. So.
Speaking of the luck of the roll,
yeah,
talk about lucky.
That game literally came down to two fire rolls.
I said, man, Menoth doesn't like me anymore. I can take a hint. That's all right. I can use the Hatsune code and just worship the fallen ancestors that died gloriously in battle.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna assume I know what that even is. So,
Skorne. They don't follow. They don't believe in any gods.
Hey, you know what? I think that a win on like a 1 in 30 or like I guess it'd be like a 1 in 9 chance because it's a 1 in 3 both times. A win on a 1 in 9 chance feels pretty sweet.
Yeah. So awesome, man. That's pretty cool. So yeah. So I guess it kind of wraps up our GenCon episode. Before we leave, stick around after the credits. We got my brother Chris actually has some products that he's selling. You guys oftentimes have probably seen me and Jose wear them in our games. We have like rings and bracelets that we got with have faction logos and stuff on them, and they look really cool. Yeah, and but we'll learn more about those here in just a second after the credits. So stick around, watch that. Hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys enjoy this, and we'll show you guys some more of these models as we get them painted and we start doing model reviews and stuff. You guys will really like the stuff they released at GenCon. It's gonna be awesome. Quite good. So you guys will be definitely pleased with the Exigence, I think, all the way around.
And as a final note on that, any Legion players who are not playing this Nerf. You're doing it wrong. You should play. You should be playing this. This is good.
There were way too many left on the shelves.
There were way too many there.
Hey, maybe it'll be like a collector's item now or something. I'll have like one of the 5 that sold. So, but yeah. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Counter Slam. Later.
Later.
Stand up and fight.
Hey, Counter Slammers! I want to welcome you to some product placement here that we got. You guys may or may not remember my twin brother Chris. Believe it or not, I am in all the Counter Slam videos. It's not really him. He is in a couple of them, but
yeah. Which ones though?
Yeah. So. Actually, Chris doesn't even play War Machine.
So I don't even play War Machine. He wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So anyway, but Chris is here. He wants to talk to you a little bit about some stuff that he's got going on. What you guys may have seen in some of the game videos, especially with in regards to me and Jose playing. A lot of times you may see us wearing rings or bracelets that have faction logos on them. So sometimes you may see like a black ring or a silver ring with like a Cryx logo, or you may see Legion or Convergence and all this kind of stuff on our wrists. And you guys have been asking what are those and where do we get them? Well, this Chris actually here makes them, and why don't you go ahead and tell us about what it is that you got?
Well, it all started when I'm a semi-huge Magic player, and I wanted to find something with a Planeswalker symbol, like a ring. And I found something on Etsy, and it was like, oh, that's cool. And like a week later, it fell apart, and it was like, oh. It's like, I can make these. Like, it's not that hard. And then when I started doing more research on how to make these things, it turns out there are a special way of making these things that even I wasn't aware of with when I bought the Planeswalker ring. So what we do is I started up an Etsy store called Snapcaster Bling, a faux off of the Snapcaster Mage for Magic. But basically what it is we've got these different items that when you look at them, you can actually pop out the image, and you could put in a different image if you wanted to. So yeah, so if you're like if you're playing one day, you feel like if you're playing like Cryx and you want to put the Cryx ring on there, then like next day you're playing Legion, let's say, and you have no friends, and you want to put the Legion one on there, you can pull the Cryx one off, put the Legion one on, snap it in, put the other little token in your pocket, and or on your dresser or something, and bam, you got a whole different ring for a whole another day. Exactly.
It's really cool, and it's just like that with the bracelets too. There's several different types of bracelets. Yeah, so if you're into Magic the Gathering and you really like Magic, he's got a bunch of different symbols, different colors, different variations, shiny ones, glow in the dark, tokens. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, we're kind of expanding to. We're not doing just. We've got necklaces, we've got bracelets, we've got rings, we've got tokens. We have stands that will hold the snaps in place. So
that's right, the tokens. One of the things that he can do is he can actually make little tokens without the snappy parts on the back, but you can actually take the tokens and you can he makes tokens, and so I actually use I've got like fire tokens, corrosion tokens, soul tokens, corpse tokens, they're all pretty decent size too, and they're easy to store, and just throw them out on the table and they look fantastic, and they're super cheap. I mean, how many is like,
I think it's 10 of them. I think are for like $2.
10 for $2. I mean, where are you gonna get that kind of deal? Like, good luck finding tokens at that price point.
Yeah, I mean, we'll stand behind the product and things like that. They're really cool, and like I said, you'll get a chance to see all the different ones, some of the different ones we have available too. If you go to the Etsy.com and look up Snapcaster Bling,
here's the URL right there. There.
Just look up Snapcaster Bling, and you should see the whole line of products that we have. And we've got just different variations of things we can do. We do have a limited number of glow in the dark and foil, like silver foil and hollow foil and gold foil. If we start getting too many, we'll have to put on back order. So, but they're still really cool nonetheless. We have a catalog for all the current images we have. You can always just email me and ask me for the catalog, and I'll send it to you. So.
Awesome. Well, cool. Well, thanks for sharing the product with us. If you guys want to order any of these products, go to the website. Get us. It's pretty awesome prices. I mean, you really can't be beat. They look fantastic. People will ask you about them, and you get a chance to represent your factions, represent your Magic colors, whatever it is you want to represent. Maybe your comic book characters. Just whatever you can order, you can represent, and it just looks amazing. So
go Boros.
I don't even know what that is. So all right, go Boros, and. Just kidding. I know it's a Magic term. All right. Well, we'll see you guys again on the next episode of Counter Slam.